This week's Sedra is Sedra Kedoshim. Teaching and lecturing are sometimes confused as one and the same. While lecturing delivers information to one's audience, it isn't a great means of educating. Education requires the educator to care and be concerned with his or her students. Most importantly, education requires a connection between the educator and their students. It is the personal connection between teacher and student that enables lessons to take hold among their students. In this Dvar Torah, the unique connection between a teacher and his or her students will be examined. In this week's Sedra, we study the mitzvah to love converts. It seems that the Rambam's description of this command contradicts a phrase in this week's Sedra. In showing how the Psukim and the Rambam's statements go hand in hand, a lesson for all teachers will be taught as well. The goal of this Dvar Torah is to give the reader an appreciation for education done the right way, and teachers the encouragement to do what they know to be right. In our Sedra, we learn that all Jews are commanded to love each other and every other Jew just as he loves himself. As the Torah states, love your neighbor as yourself. If we continue studying the Sedra, we read the verse, the convert who lives with you shall be as a native from among you, and you shall love him as you love yourself, for you were strangers in the land of Egypt. I am the Lord, I am God. In his description of the command to love the convert, the Rambam wrote, the convert is included in the commandment for the entire Jewish people that you must love your neighbor. Nevertheless, since he has now entered the Jewish religion, God shows him additional love and added an extra commandment to love him. We are commanded to love him both by the commandment, you must love your neighbor as you love yourself, and the commandment, you must love the convert. In his Sefer HaMitzvos, the Rambam discussed the mitzvah to love a convert in an even more descriptive manner. Loving a convert who has come to nestle under the wings of the Shekhinah fulfills two commandments. One, for he's included among the neighbors to whom we're commanded to love in Ve'ahavta l'recha kamocha, and number two, because he is a convert, and the Torah states, you shall love converts. The Rambam's statement that God added an extra commandment to love the convert in addition to loving every Jew as you love yourself seems to be contradicted by a pasuk in our Sedra that commands us to love a convert as you love yourself. Loving a convert as you love yourself isn't an additional mitzvah. It's the same mitzvah that applies to every Jew, of Ve'ahavta l'recha kamocha. If we're supposed to love a convert like we love ourselves, and that's the same way we're supposed to love all Jews, why did the Rambam write that there's an additional mitzvah to love a convert? The Rambam was not only correct when he wrote that there was an additional mitzvah to love a convert, but he was teaching a crucial lesson by adding that the additional mitzvah to love a convert is the same as the mitzvah to love your fellow Jew as you love yourself. The Rambam was teaching us how to love a convert. If a convert is always viewed as different than us, he'll never be truly accepted and loved. In order to love the convert, he must be treated like we would want to be treated ourselves, as a member of the nation, like every other member of the nation. This lesson applies primarily to the convert and the obligation of every Jew to build a relationship with the convert, but it's a lesson that also applies in the classroom. If a teacher is going to have a hope of succeeding at educating their students, they must build a relationship with their students. In order to build a solid and lasting relationship with their students, they must treat and view their students as they view and treat themselves, with love. Shabbat Shalom.